Hey guys, it's Babypowder, and we're back with another one of our 200 run series mailbox cleanouts. And with this, it's going to be week 37. So we actually ended up making 425,000 gold last week, so we'll have to see if we can actually beat that this week. Of course, the main goal is to at least get 200,000. But if we can see increases from the week before, that's always good as well. We did actually see an increase from the week before that, and of course we had a couple pretty low weeks the couple weeks before that, so it's nice to see it going in the right direction. So far now we have made 10,749,000. Our goal was 10 million, but I did want to go ahead and still finish out our list of farms that we had set for this 200 run series before we jump into the next one, which we are going to do a part 2 after this one, which is actually going to be more of just a race to the 10 million. We're not going to hesitate with only putting one dungeon on our auction house, the loot from one dungeon or one farm on our auction house each week. We're actually if I do like 3 farms that week, I will post all the stuff from all 3 farms that week. I may still wait until the end of the week just so I can compile everything into a loot video for that Monday, but at the same time I am going to be rushing to get everything up on the auction house so we can go ahead and make our 10 million, see how fast we can make it without the hesitation of only adding one set of loot each week. But anyway, before we get into the review, just like to mention, if you guys do like these clean out videos that I'm doing, make sure you smash the big thumbs up. Lets me know that you like it. Also, do not forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss the next one, and so you guys don't miss the loot videos from when we do these farms. Also, that way you don't miss any of the 1000 run series of farms that we do that loot for. Of course, we've only had one so far, which was Alderman, but we're about to wrap up our second one, which is SFK, and I'm actually going to probably take a couple weeks away from the jumping into this part 2 of the 200 run series once we're done here, so we can actually knock out a couple more of those 1000 runs. So yeah, but definitely want to be subscribed and get notified to make sure you catch those. But anyway, to our review, again, last week we made 425,000. So far we've made 10,749,000. We are doing this between 2 different realms, Proudmoore and Thrall. So far Proudmoore has made us the most with 5,629,000. Thrall, still right up there with them though, only about 500 behind at 5,120,000. And they have at certain points during this series, they have actually been above Proudmoore. So it has played a little back and forth, and either way, both realms are doing really well for us. So it just goes to show that you should be posting your stuff in more places than just one, because of course if we didn't have Thrall, we didn't have Proudmoore, we'd only be halfway there. So with that being said, majority of our gold has been made with transmog, as you see here, almost 10 million alone with just transmog at 9,846,000. We'll see if we can actually get 10 million in sales after this week with just transmog. We have made a little bit off materials at 903,000, but again, most of this is dungeons and we are mostly searching for transmog, so it's few and far between. We did actually have a really good material clean out with Stratholme, and some of the other ones have been fairly decent, but yeah, other than that, it's mostly just transmog. But anyway, let's go ahead and head into our first bake off, which is going to be our low value bake off for Proudmoore. And this is going to be our last week that we did islands as far as the loot that we just added to our sales. And again, these numbers beside these dungeons and these farms does not mean that dungeon or that farm gave us that much gold. It just means we added that loot. We're still seeing sales from all of our previous farms as well. But anyway, with all that being said, let's go ahead and bring up our first bank alt, which is going to be our low value bank alt for Proudmoore right here, and then we'll switch to high value, and then we'll check our materials, which also we're going to actually have some pests with our materials because of the islands, and then we'll do the same thing for Thrall, which is the stuff that comes from our Horde Druid. So anyway, let's go ahead and open up our first one here, and we do have some sales, which is always good. We've very rarely had zeros, but we have had them. But I think it was like maybe once or twice we've had zeros. But anyway, 33 sales, 62,857 gold. Not bad for a low value transmog. There for a while it was, you know, right around 30,000 and sometimes less. So really nice to see it that high. Of course, we have had a couple weeks where they were over 100,000. But anyway, low value transmog. Let's see, we've got the barbaric cloth robe sold for 7,000 here. Hellslayer battle axe for over 1,000. And then we've got the Bloodmane broad axe for almost 6,000. That's a wad piece right there. So I think Skyreach's Bloodmane. Wicked chain gauntlets, or no, that's only 840. Vital boots for 1,200, almost 1,300 here. Then we've got dark animator's pants. Not quite sure where those come from. Almost 1,400 for those. Long claw staff for 1,900. I think that's also a wad item. Bloodmane staff, definitely a wad item. I think the Skyreach as well, 4,700. Skaddish staff, that is definitely the Skyreach, almost 6,000 gold for that one. Nether guard staff for 6,100. Plundered ice shard bite. So we know that came from islands. Not sure which week, but it definitely came from islands. 1,600 for that one. Feral shoulder pads for 3,000, almost well, a little over 3,000. And then we've got the Bloodforged shield here for 2,800. Prospector's chest piece. Always seen that prospector stuff. So, you know, and that's like Whaling Caverns, you know, BFD, you know, I think Meridon, we got some of that stuff. I mean, so a lot of places drop this stuff. It, you know, it's not the highest, but it's consistent and it's a decent amount. So it definitely adds up. 9,600. Arcanine staff. Also, I believe that is also wad. I think that might be Iron Dock. So 1,100 there. And oh my goodness. Working gloves from Dead Mines, so only 4 gold. That's the smallest sale we've ever seen through this whole series. Can't believe it was that low. Well, it is what it is. They actually used to be high value too at one point. They seriously dropped down. But anyway, not bad. 62,857 gold. Too bad on those 4 gold sales. I mean, could have at least got like 1,000 gold even for them. Been a little bit better. We'll put this on our list here. All right, and I'll clean that out, and then we'll go ahead and switch over to our high value transmog bank alt, see if we have any exciting sales. All right, guys, so over here now on our high value bank tool, let's go ahead and take a look, see what we got. So we have 15 sales, 179,381 gold, so really nice. Now of course, you know, the lower amount of sales and the higher amount of value, the better it is, but still we should have some good stuff in here. Let's see, we sold the Frostmane Club, almost 12,000, not bad. That came from when we were doing the Northern Eastern Kingdom zones, which we should be doing the southern portion here soon. Let's see, yeah, this after Shattered Halls. So after our next dungeon for 200 run series, we're doing that one. So we'll see what kind of items we can get from that. Obsidian Cleaver, sold that, 7,500. That actually comes from doing Alderman. So sold something from Alderman. Don Santos' famous hunting rifle, 16,000. Now this one I do believe came from Karazhan, as we got one from Karazhan, and then we also got one when we were doing, or actually no, I think this one came from when we did Shadow Labs, because we didn't have one on our Alliance tune, and we got one on Karazhan, and then we got one from, you know, Shadow Labs, and I think we sent this one over here to our Alliance tune since we already had one. Boots of Avoidance, 3,000. Banner Slicer, 14,000. Now that is a blue Wrath item, I'm almost certain. Dragon's Rib Sword, 4,700. Defias Mage Staff for 4,700 as well. Of course, that came from Dead Mines. And then Plundered Water Bearer Staff, 12,000. Of course, that did come from Islands, so pretty nice there. And I do think that was week 3. Kanaki's Cane of Command, 19,000. I'm not sure where that came from, but I'm going to assume Islands as well. I could be wrong there though. Tribal Gloves for 13,000. Plundered Blade of Northern Kings, 53, almost 54,000. That definitely is from Islands. And that was that one item, that had the really high sell rate. So really nice. We actually ended up with 2 of those. So we still got 1 of those to sell. And then we've got one on our Horde tune as well. Raven Scar Gauntlets, 4,700. And then that is Raven Scar. That should be a WAD item. Pattern for the Shadow Hood, 5,000 gold. I know they have a lot more value, but man, we've got so many of those, and honestly, they usually are so slow to sell. So I'll take that with that. Rib Splitter, so one of those for 2,000, and then a tracking bow for 4,700. And actually, it was probably posted at 5,000. But yeah, the tracking bow, that's a Wrath item. It's one of those like overinflated items though. So I just try to sell it somewhere between 5 to 10,000 gold, and it actually sold. So really nice there. Again, 179,381 gold, not bad. Of course, some pretty low stuff for high value though, but still some of the stuff was just overinflated, and we got more than the vendor would give us, so we'll take it. But yeah, still not bad overall. We're already over 200,000, so that's good. We'll go ahead and clean this out, and we've got one more for our Alliance tunes, and then we'll switch over to our Horde. All right, guys, so our last bank alt for our Alliance team, Druid, which is Proudmoore. It's materials, but really it's just gonna be pets. We can't really get materials from Islands, but yeah, it will be materials in the future. But anyway, let's see what we got here. 9 cells, 5,000 gold. Let's go ahead and see what we sold here. Really only one stands out. That's the Tongue Slasher for 1,400. So just some nice little extra value we get from all those pets that we're collecting there when we're doing the island. So not bad. Some even getting close to 1,000. But yeah, only real nice one there was this one, the Tongue Slasher. So yeah, we'll go ahead and add that to our list as well, and then clean this out and hop on over to Thrall and see how they compare to Proudmoore this week. All right, guys, so back to our low value paint tune, but this time for Thrall, which is actually, other than last week, they have actually been leading, at least with the low value side of things, as they usually have the highest sales, which is kind of remarkable that I still feel like I have the most loot on my low value bank tune compared to the 2 low value bank tunes. I think Thrall has more items that they're posting than Proudmoore, which I think is pretty amazing with just how much better they've done with selling low value transmog in the past. So anyway, though, we'll go ahead and take a look here. And we have 29 cells, only 37,494 gold. I mean, that's a good amount for low value. That really is. I mean, just really good when it's up there. And I was just hopeful that they would actually be above Proudmoore this week, but they've been slacking the low value area here a little bit compared to Proudmoore. But still, 37,000 is a good amount with our low value bank tune. Let's see what we got sold here. Anger Fang Spear for 1,900. Anger Fang, I want to say is Outland. Could be wrong there. Excavator's Brand sold for 2,600. So that of course came from Alderman. And then we sold Bone Chewer Pelt Girdle, 2,600, again Outland. And this Bone Chewer stuff, I'm almost certain did all come from Shadow Labs. I don't think we were really seeing too much of from the other Outland dungeons. Bone Chewer Chest Piece, 4,600. Of course, we did see some of this stuff too from when we did what was it, Ramparts. But I believe we already sold all the stuff from Ramparts. So yeah, nice that we got some more back when we did Shadow Labs. And of course, we got Shattered Halls coming up to get us some more. So Jade Greaves, 2,300. And then we've got the Bloodscale Sabatons, 10,000. Now, I do believe that's left over from Ramparts because I don't remember seeing any Bloodscale stuff when we did Shadow Labs. So yeah, really nice. And that's why I cannot wait to get into Shattered Halls this week coming up, as I'm hoping to get some more Bloodscale stuff because it's really good stuff. It doesn't sell for the highest, but it's consistent. So, and that's always good. Barbaric Cloth Robe, 1,100, almost 1,200, and then Bone Chewer Shred Boots. So a lot of this Outland stuff 3,500. So yeah, really good that we're getting into Shattered Halls, I think. So again, though, 37,494. We'll add that to our sheet here. All right. And hopefully we can have really nice clean out with our high value bank tune as well. So maybe we can stand a chance with catching up to last week. All right, guys. So now for high value transmog with Thrall, let's take a look. And we've got some sales, 9 sales, only 139,786 gold. I say only, but I mean, that's a good amount. Just was hoping that Thrall could do some catching up Proudmoore, but still not bad. I mean, they actually had a lot less sales than Proudmoore did, because what, Proudmoore had like 15 or something like that, I believe it was. And then 139,786 gold. So if they will maybe just had more sales, then maybe they would have actually been up there with Proudmoore. But still, yeah, not bad. Let's go ahead and take a look, see what we got. So Dragon Rider's harness, 66,000 gold, really nice. And Dragon Riders, those pieces were coming from the islands. I can't remember which week, may have been just the week we just did, but still, yeah, Dragon Riders harness, 66,000, really nice there. And then we've got Mystic Wraps, or Mystics Wrap for 8,000. Then we've got the pattern for the Swift Flight Bracers for only 2,300. I do believe that's one of those blue patterns that actually we get from Dire Maul from the caches, and we got like so many of those, so not really stressing over only 2,000. Black Dustwood Staff for 5,600. Not bad. I mean, it is, you know, high value piece and only 5,000, but at the same time, it's on the lower end, I believe, of the high value side of things, so closer to the 20,000. Ceremonial leather ankle guards for 25,000, really nice, and I do believe that's a common item. Razorfin breastplate, again, another island item for almost 25,000 there. And then Robes of Insight, kind of low, probably only sold for 5,000. It's 4,750, but for the auction house cut, I'm sure it sold for 5,000. But yeah, still not bad overall though. 139,786 gold. And I don't know if that's going to be enough to put us over what we made last week, but still it's going to put us somewhat close to them. Again, we still do have one more bank tune to check, so let's head over there now. All right, guys, so last bank tune before we pull up the sheet again and review everything is materials, but it's really going to be, you know, pets basically because of islands, just like with our Alliance bank tune. Let's go ahead and take a look. 7 sales, 16,352 gold. Actually really nice. I mean, that's more than double what Proudmoore did, at least with this side of things with the pets from the islands. So let's see what we sold. Leather wing screecher for 1,800. We got a lot of those. I mean, you see I got 3 just sitting in the back here, and I've also got 3 posted. False knuckle bump for 1,900. Really nice there. I think we did have one at almost 1,000 on Proudmoore, so they actually just sold for more over here too. And then some low ones here, and then we sold the Octopode Fry for almost 4,000 gold here, probably before the auction house cut. It might have been 4,000. Tender Pup, this is the best one, 8,000. So really nice there. Again, 16,352 gold. Not bad at all. They've just made this a lot better than let's see if I can undo that. Actually just start to clear out what I just did. Oh man, did not mean to do that. 16,002. See if I can go back on my sheet here. There we go. Almost just ruined the clean. That would have been good. What I did was I started putting it into the box for Proudmoore is what I started to do, and I erased what I had in there originally. I definitely couldn't remember what it was, so good thing you have that whole undo stuff here. But anyway, let's go ahead and pull up our sheet and see how we did. All right, so this week for week 37 we made 419,518 gold, 21,500 gold in our materials slash pets, which is actually more than we made last week. And actually we made more last week with the transmog. So actually we did make more than we made last week by very little, but we did make more. We made 441,000 this week compared to last week was 425,000. Still over 400,000 when we're only aiming for about 200,000 a week is really, really good. Of course, would like to see some more of these around 600,000, even, you know, really would like one over 1 million one week, but we are kind of coming to the end here a little bit. Doesn't mean it can't happen, but yeah, we are getting close here. We have now though made 11,190,539 gold for 37 weeks. Of course, our goal was only 10 million, so we are now 1,190,000 above our goal. And we still have a few farms to do, so we'll see, you know, how much more we can increase it by over top of that goal. As far as transmog, we have now made over 10 million in transmog alone, with it being at 10,265,000 gold. And we haven't quite made 1 million in materials yet slash pets, and now with the islands, but 924,000 with materials. And as far as our realm's performance, Proudmoore did do better this week overall at 247,000 compared to 193,000 from Thrall, but still really good with both of them, seeing that Thrall alone was almost at 200,000 and Proudmoore was above it, and our goal is to reach at least 200,000 a week. And you know, Thrall was actually a little less than what they made last week, but Proudmoore was above what they made last week. We have now made 5,876,000 gold with Proudmoore alone. And we've made 5,313,000 with Thrall, so still not bad at all. I know it's, you know, still a little over 500,000 that Thrall is behind Proudmoore, but still a really good amount, and it's pretty close. I mean, they're not, it's not like millions and millions of gold behind one or the other, so it's still really, really good. But anyway, as that concludes this, you know, clean out this week, we can go ahead and add our total down here: 441,000, 18 gold. And just a reminder, guys, if you do like these clean out videos, do make sure you smash the big thumbs up. It lets me know that you like what I'm doing here. Also, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get alert when the next one comes out. It's always Sunday, but the times may differ. And also that way you know when the loot videos come out, so you can actually see these items that we got when we did the farm that we're trying to sell here. Also, come and join me on Twitch if you get a chance, so you can see me do these runs live. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this one. Week 37 is in the books. I hope you all will join me for the next one when we take a look at week 38 after we did Pit of Saran. All right, guys, well, take care, and I hope to see you in the next video.